get a call, order, roll call, please?
Elwick.
Here.
Hastenius.
Here.
Parmenter.
Here.
Fluhop.
Here.
Raker.
Here.
Stark Mahood is absent.
Y'all rise and say the pledge of allegiance, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I get a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Motion.
Second. Motion by Zach, second by you, Riley?
Yeah.
Second by Riley, all those in favor? I get a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Zach, second by Andrew. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns?
Oh, on page 1, is that supposed to be a notary stamp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job. Other than the grammatical error, is anybody concerned about any of the bills? Going once? Not doing the other way. All those in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Now it's time receiving file communication petitions and remonstrances.
Not received anything.
No, the only one we got is from the work session. That was technically a petition.
Yep, that was it.
All right. Moving on to committee reports.
Well,
We had a work session to discuss parking.
Public safety had a work session for this meeting, and we talked about parking for horse physical therapy, and we came to somewhat of an agreement. To be figured out at a later date.
A recommendation will be made to the city council the next meeting.
There you go.
Any other ones? All right, moving on to citizens input. Council won't take any action on the public comments this meeting, but may do so at a future meeting. So please limit your presentation to 3 minutes or until the little peak timer runs out. Scott, you are up. Introduce who you are, where you live.
I need to pass it down. Scott Hansen, 807 First Avenue here in Vinton. I'm here tonight on behalf of my wife and I, and Ron and Cindy Tippett have purchased the building that Jim and Penny Wilson used to own, across from the post office, the former gas station repair shop. We have discovered that the lot directly west of us, on this sheet, parcel number 2405-2000, is owned by the city of Vinton. And I'm here to gauge your interest in seeing if you'd like to make that available to us in some way, shape, or form, and put it back on the tax rolls. It's a non-conforming lot. For any of you that are old enough and lived in Vinton long enough, Ron.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
The whole quarter block where the former bank building, the current law office is, was the Ford garage. The gas station has always been where it's at, and that lot I'm talking about now was actually a house. So there never was a platted alley within that parcel. So you wouldn't be having to mess with abandoning an alley or anything like that. It's kind of used now for a drive-through by some of the people. But technically it's just a commercial parcel, non-conforming for today's standards, and it grows weeds and has rock on it.
And its value went up a great deal when it got
I'm sure it did.
As with everybody else who tries to sell us.
I know, I hear you. I've also talked to Dr. Michael Martin, who owns obviously the building north of us there. You'll see there's that little 44 by 25 foot portion that goes up in behind him. I've talked to him. If you're interested in even getting rid of any of this or all of it, he's interested in that portion too, to connect him all the way back to the other lot line. So if you're even interested, we can work that out in the details, but that's why I'm here. See if there's any interest in even sending this on to a committee and having a conversation.
I would concur with that, Mr. Mayor. And after, for the committee, they would have to consider whether or not to make a decision to sell and make that recommendation back to council. And then after that, we would need some kind of survey with the legal description of said parcel. So you could pass an intent to dispose of certain real property would be your first step. But only after committee makes a recommendation and somebody has to get a legal description.
Business type activities?
That would work, Mr. Mayor.
All right, so Stark Mahood is not here to do that, but that's the committee it's gonna go to next, Scott.
Very good.
So, and we'll let them handle it. So,
Sure.
I would assume there's probably some interest for getting rid of something we didn't know we owned anyhow.
You want old City Hall parking lot?
Yeah. There's a couple of them I know about I need to get rid of.
Scott, thanks for coming. Grab a cookie while you're there.
Oh, I'm good.
Get your cookie.
I'm good. We're all right. Chris, do you have
Oh,
my
that's
phone
so
number?
Virginia of you.
No, I don't. I
Okay.
got a new one.
I miss Virginia. How come she doesn't come back?
319 582 3858.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks.
So you let me know when that happens. Appreciate it.
Just turn it around.
Talk to you soon.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott.
Yep, have a good evening.
Take it easy.
All right, is there any other citizen input? Nobody's online.
Nobody's online.
Ladies, you're later on the agenda. So. All right, moving on. No old business. Puts us right into new business. Now I need approval of motion for approval of resolution approving plat Anderson 4th subdivision.
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Riley, seconded by Zach.
Mr. Mayor, Council,
Yep.
Planning and Zoning met actually just on Tuesday, to look at this. They unanimously approved making a recommendation to council to, go ahead and have this subdivision move forward. After talking with Alliant Energy about it, they are looking maybe possibly to start, if approved, start building this spring. And they're looking at doing some consolidation of their company works, and actually they're looking at moving other area offices into the Benton facility, creating more jobs here in Benton. That is if it's approved tonight.
Anybody got questions on that? Roll call, please.
Elick,
Yes.
Raker,
Yes.
Asenius,
Mm-hmm.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Fluhop.
Yes.
All right. Moving on, I need a motion approval of quote from Thomas & Keenan for gutter replacement on City Hall.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Zach, second by Andrew. Anybody got questions on that?
We're doing north and south? Is there south only and then north and south?
We're doing the north and south.
North and south would be preferred. Late last spring, we lost a big chunk of alley in the gutter with snow melt, ripped the gutter off. Scott and the guys came and at least took it down so it wasn't hanging there. I just began getting a few quotes. Tomlinson is who did the street department building for Scott just this spring. Had good reviews of the company, was happy with them. When they were here, I had them quote the whole building. The north side gutters are intact. They're not falling off, but they do have holes. They leak. They just don't handle water flow well. We end up with a pond kind of at the bottom of our ramp come spring with everything melting and dripping out of the gutters there. So I do have money in the budget that will cover the north and south.
So the south ones, if we don't have gutters, it falls off into the alley, right?
It does in heavy rain. comes in our kitchen door without a gutter there. We've noticed now
Yeah.
this summer.
It does.
Besides that, would we need a gutter on that side of the building?
I don't know if I want water falling against the foundation of a building that's not in very good shape anyhow.
I guess I got a question. When Roger did the roof, did he put new boards along there to attach a good gutter to, or is it still the old crap that the new gutters are gonna fall off?
I don't think he replaced boards.
So, I guess that's my
I don't
worry,
think.
is if the fascia is gonna be good enough to attach new gutters to.
I would have thought that these individuals would have made sure there was a good foundation to
I'm
attach to.
I'm
Yeah.
a
I
little,
get what you're saying.
I'm a little leery about it, that's,
Well, the only thing Thomason did was, theirs is aluminum, everybody else was steel. But to offset for that being aluminum, they are putting hangers every foot, which is twice the normal. So I don't know if I'm really worried about it falling off with capacity.
but if they have good anchoring material, that's the
And
only
they're gonna have to
thing.
warranty their work.
Well, that's what I
if it
mean.
falls off.
I can see a change order come in,
Oh.
hey, we don't have anything to attach to, and they're gonna come back and say, oh, we need to add $3,000 to this.
I assume they looked at the building, did they say that they didn't think?
I don't remember them saying anything, no. I mean, he was here, walked around, looked at the building.
I'm throwing it out.
No, I understand.
Would we be interested in potentially tabling this until we have confirmed that the fascia is in good working order, so that we don't wind up with a change order for a few $1,000s?
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Is that something we can get done in the next 2 weeks, because I would argue we kinda need to get this approved soon if we would like to get it done before it
now,
snows.
when was their bid good for?
Well, I guess the only thing would be if they make a statement, yeah, we checked the fascia and it's good, and we have that on record, then we have something to fight back with. Correct? Or not correct?
So we're wanting Tomlinson Cannon, have Tomlinson Cannon come look at it and verify that it looks good for them.
Well, if they got a ladder out and went up there and looked at it to see if it was good enough to mount,
I don't know that they had a ladder out when they were here.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Looks like the bid is valid for the next 30 days.
And we're already past that
No, we're
window.
already past that.
Because I had gotten this one a while ago, and the other two were slow to come out and slow to get back to me with numbers.
Well, they got enough 14 days to still get it done. We can table this and talk about it in 2 weeks.
And have them come and get on a ladder and look.
All right, who's gonna go, test the roof? Who are we gonna have as?
I'll hold that if you're on.
Okay.
Okay.
Takes me a while to get up a ladder, so.
Who made the motion?
You,
Is that me?
Me?
you,
One.
Who
Andrew,
made,
the
who's
second.
second?
I think I said.
You wanna rescind your second?
I'd like to rescind my second.
I would rescind my motion.
All right, so we're gonna table this until somebody can go up and prove that the substrate is good enough to hold the gutter system.
I will take a look at the north side also while we're doing it.
Basically, just go down there and somebody hangs on the gutter and it rips off, it's not good.
That's why I'm
So you're
holding that if you're wrong.
volunteering?
No.
Aren't I a pain in the ass?
All right, moving on. Now I need motion approval of request for painting of the City Hall mural.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Riley, seconded by Wes.
What's the mural?
Okay, you should have received a packet that we sent out.
What's with the event
For the event application, my name is Dan DiNascido. And I own Corville Art Studio and Gallery on the back alley over here. And you guys painted the building and it looks wonderful, but it's gray, okay? And I'm not a very gray person. Yeah, and that's the mural with the on the diagonal wall. This is Anita Gordon. She's from the Art Guild, the Benton Guild of Fine Arts. And I partnered with them to come up with this back alley art event. And so 2 years ago, we put an initiative in with the Art Guild that we were going to do these interactive murals in the back alleys, which would say like Vinton, Iowa, example, the butterfly out on the wall and the wing says Vinton, Iowa, and you can go by lots of times and see kids standing there and somebody taking a picture. Or there's a megaphone over by the library that we've done, and we've done lots of murals around town. And I looked at the gray wall back there and I thought, we really need to do something with that. And we could have an event, a community event. And what we're planning is we're asking for approval to paint your diagonal wall that's back there. And that would be it this year for that wall. Next year, we want to move around the corner about the same size as the diagonal wall and have another festival. The next year, about the same width, and have another festival. And continue this festival out for the community. And what this does is we're going to draw the mural on the wall and then have community members come down, and it'll be like a paint by number. So you'll have can number 5 as being white paint, and you'll paint the white flowers in with the white paint, and it'll be there what you need to paint. So everybody can take part in this activity that we're trying to put on. We're also having a children's mural, which is an Under the Sea mural that will be on a panel that will go on the back of a building out back there somewhere. We haven't quite decided exactly where it's going to go, but the children's mural will also be painted at the same time. So adults will only work on the back of the building. Kids will work on a panel. Okay? So we need your permission in order to put this mural on the back of the building. And if you can see, this is like somewhat of the color span that's going to be over the 2 windows. And we're also planning to have live music. We're also planning to have food trucks, 2 food trucks in the alley. We're also planning on having a special needs group come and serve water and pop. Dan Boddicker is going to sell wine, if that goes through, if that's all through. So there'll be music, painting, and this will go on from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 p.m. that night, that evening. We'll have tables and chairs out in the alley where people can sit and eat and watch the painting being done. After we get done with the public mural part of it, the Art Guild then is going to come in and add things to this, like a butterfly net. So you could stand by the mural and the butterfly net might say Vinton, Iowa on it. So you can stand in the mural, get your picture taken. Every year down the wall until the wall was completed, we would add on flowers, different things that we could add, to this mural. If you travel around to different communities and different towns, a lot of times you'll see back alley art. And so we're asking for your approval. I've talked to all the business owners, the Niche, Cameron's, LaGrange's, Urban's. They want to be a sponsor for us. We're not asking for any funds, but if you'd like to donate to the Back Alley Art Project, we would, take that. Anybody that would like to do that privately or with the city. And so these are all partnering people: Car Septic Service, Viking Sewing Center, Joan Cooling Dance Center. We were going to have the Joan Cooling dancers come and dance, but she's going to be out of town, so it did not work for her for this year. But next year we're going to partner with her. Julie Long and Ann Fry Gordon that own Across. So we've talked to all of them and they've all agreed it's a good idea. They're going to have things for sale, like Cameron's is going to bring things out back. Julie Long is going to do hand massages. We're going to have 2 food trucks. One will be at the end of this alley over here, and one will be at the end of the alley over there. That will come. And does anybody have any questions? The mural paint will be a standard mural paint that we'll use, that we've used on the other murals in town, and then it will be coated after. So,
Can I pick which color of flower I want to paint?
well, you can come and do whatever. You just get here and yeah, and you can come and paint
I'm
with
excited
us.
about mural painting.
Yeah.
No, I'll
How
be
tall
starting
is
festive.
the overall mural, roughly? How tall would it roughly
Well, I looked at the windows back there, and I thought we would go to like the top of the windows. You know, it's not like you're gonna have to get on scaffolding to
be?
paint.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
like my reach, so that won't be a.
So the rest of us will have to get on scaffolding.
Well, maybe I don't know. I am pretty tall, but I'll be out there painting too, so I can probably do the tall.
You'll have to do the tall spots. And
Yeah. So anyway, this was just a thought of mine to get the community involved in art because one, I have Porville. Two, I'm a member of the Ventnor Guild of Fine Arts, and three, it's been an initiative of theirs for Back Alley Art to bring people to town because people do go around and look at all the murals and all the corn and all the different things that the Art Guild has put in the community. So if you would approve this, then we can get started on our marketing and get the word out, and hopefully we have a crowd downtown and bring people to Vinton. So that's our spiel.
Love it. Anybody got questions on that? Roll call.
Elwick,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Fluhop,
Yes.
Raker,
Yes.
Justinius.
Perfect. You're good to go.
That was for the mural. We still have to vote on the back alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I haven't seen you guys turning one down yet.
Okay. Nasty.
Maybe you will.
Okay, another thing that we would ask too is there's lots of weeds all the way around the back of the building.
I
sprayed
a whole bunch.
Well, okay, but
Is
there's weeds back there.
Maybe we just need another.
Like another
Trip.
trip. But I too can bring a weed whacker down and weed whack. But I just didn't know if there, from somebody from the city that can get those weeds out of the back alley behind all the buildings.
Didn't Blake just get a new weed eater?
I think so.
I don't.
I can take care of it.
I don't think there's
Okay.
many out there.
Okay, well thank you.
It's no big deal.
We'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
Scott's over there said he'll have to get her done.
Okay, thanks Scott.
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. And hopefully it'll be a big event and we want to invite everybody to come. Bring your families, your kids.
I'll be there.
Sounds like
I like the
It's
murals.
making it a success.
I take a lot of pictures with them.
good.
Most of my
Wine,
dogs.
sorry, no beer.
Well, thank you, ladies. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
All right. Moving on to item D, now the approval of special event application for Back Alley Evening of the Arts, September 28th, 2024.
Motion.
Motion, but. By Riley, seconded by Zach. Oh, they're right together. I gotta give it. to
Oh, you gotta pick one or the
I did.
other.
I win.
He's the boss.
All right. Anybody got questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Lovely. Now item E. Motion for approval of special event application for the Benton County Historic Preservation Flea Market.
Motion.
Same day, September 28th, 2024. Motion by Zach, seconded by Wes.
He paused too long.
I never actually seconded.
Oh, I could have sworn I heard you say so.
I
All
think
right, I'll pull it back then.
No, I second.
Okay. Anybody got questions on that one?
Same day, so.
Yep. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, now I need motion approval of business improvement grant award to the American Legion George G. Lucky Post number 57.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Andrew, second by Zach. Anybody got questions on that one?
We're gonna make improvements.
Yep.
Very good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Moving on, now it's time to file, receive and file the Iowa DNR wastewater treatment facility inspection report.
Motion.
Second by Wes. Second by Zach. Anybody got questions on that? My biggest one is, why are we meeting the TSS? We're getting a written violation, notice of violation.
The TSS,
I think that's what it said.
total suspended solids.
We're only at 85%, and I think we're supposed to be up around 90 something.
Yes.
So what's the dilemma? Is that because of our ongoing improvements, we're gonna take care of that, which they noted?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
How long have we been in not doing it?
Well, the thing was, and I talked with the DNR about this, is, on this inspection report, they did have a plan of action, but they couldn't find the plan of action in their own files. And apparently it's been on file for 22 years and nobody knows where a copy of it is. So, it's like, alright, we will do a new plan altogether. Load.
So are they gonna waive the notice of violation, or?
Now, I could find out from Craig right now about
I
that.
don't even know right now, I just, it'd be nice to know if we made a plan, have the plan, and
To my understanding, that is the plan, is to get these things taken care of and then we'll be in compliance.
Let's make sure of that. Should be good.
so we make a plan, define the plan to make a plan.
Yes.
Here's the plan.
Just the bone.
Okay,
There it goes.
anybody got any questions on that?
Opens up.
So it has been received and filed. I guess all those in favor, since I did ask for a motion. Lovely reports, Mr. Ward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Council. Just want you to know, on Monday, myself and Blake, I believe you were invited as well, for a meeting for the ISO rating. So, and the importance behind that is to actually have building inspections. And without having this meeting, then the ISO, however we're rated, gets sent to all the insurance companies, and that determines whether or not we have an ISO rating of 9 or we made it a 6 or a 5. By doing the improvements we have in our flood mitigation plan, plus also having inspections, after this conversation, should anticipate no changes on the ISO rating. It would be bad if it would cost, I believe at the time we calculated, it would be a $2 million increase in insurance rates to property owners, homeowners, business owners if we hadn't made these improvements and made these steps within the city. So this is just a meeting for verification. And I don't know if you're going to attend that, Mr. Mayor, on Monday
I'm gonna
or
try.
on the phone, but that is upcoming. September, do have a conference I'm going to be attending, the International City County Managers Association. That's going to be later on in the month, on the 21st through the 25th, and that's it right now. Working with John Ketchen on getting some mailboxes in on the second portion of Anderson Creek right now. That's it for my report. So I'm trying to catch up from you now.
Scott? Well, things are going good. We're down to 6 blocks of seal coat left, so that'll give us our 3 miles. I think last council, you were made aware that Corey Nesbitt went to the SRO officer, so we're gonna be in discussion, I guess, to figure out what we're doing to fill that. And yeah, that's about it for now. Just seal on patching.
We are kind of in a little bit of a lull right now before school starts, so we have got tackle football going, flag football registrations, cheer registration, volleyball is all going on. We're finishing up with our summer staff, parks guys. A lot of them, their last week is this odds and ends projects, trying to finish up some of that stuff around a lot of the parks right now. Other than that, just, we will have shutdown week next week. So we've traditionally done that the first week of school, the past 5 years, so the facility will be shut down for deep cleaning and repairs and all that sort of stuff. We're gonna be putting up RFP panel on the walls of the rec center. We purchased all of that a couple of months ago, so we'll be getting that done. And then earlier this week, I took and passed my certified park and rec exam, or executive exam, so there's only 6 CPREs in the state of Iowa, and I'm one of them, so.
Yay!
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Potentially.
Hey, want more money?
No, I don't.
What's that?
All right.
Working on the street finance report that's due now in December. Craig and I and Chris have also, I think, finished our preliminary paperwork for Nate for the SRF stuff for the water treatment plant. So I'm gonna give that a final review tomorrow and send it in to Nate and await the next step on that, so.
And neither one of you said about our phone call this week.
We were waiting
Figured
for
you would.
to say
No,
that.
I thought one of you guys would. Anyhow, we opened up a conversation with, what's his name, Nick?
Yep, Nick with
Nick with the Appropriations Committee for Ashley Hansen's department. We wanted to start discussions to see if we can start needing some money for the safety services bill. And initial conversation sounded like we checked all the right boxes and he thought we should be able to possibly get up to like 2 million, I think.
correct. And if we broke it down to the phases, it could be possibly 6 million.
Yes. So that is ongoing, but we didn't want to wait till the last minute because it starts opening up like in March. So we got the conversation going now, so we had plenty of time to see what he needs. And we did ask that, make sure that that's not going to preclude us from getting other federal grants, and they said no. So we're still going to be able to seek out other people, hopefully get that thing off the ground and going here. So.
And we look like we're going to be possibly maybe as soon as next meeting to have a resolution for council that is in support of the project. To have that just already as part of that ready to go when it comes appropriation time in the spring.
Yes, I didn't know if you guys saw the emails from our attorney. He's redlined all the
For the
data breach stuff and all the other things, and he's already apologizing for it. The Fisher lot actually he's already sent over his paperwork, so that's a go. He just needs to finish it up and get it filed, so, in case anybody was wondering on that. Anything else?
I did have a question. Did you and Chris, or you and Craig ever do what I asked you to do about AmeriCorps walking the hillside?
I have not been in contact with AmeriCorps. I did ask Craig about that.
Is the water situation still shitty up there?
Well, he did get somebody in there to listen for it, and I don't know what the results are of that as of yet. So I will ask Craig and I'll follow up with you.
Okay.
But yes, we did go up there. We did find that line heading north, just down from Lions Field on Gulfview Drive, and where it actually heads north. So we did find that line and got permission from the property owner to actually investigate it there. So I know we were both out there after we went and talked to the gentleman about the lift station that day. So.
Well, I'm just asking because that was almost 2 months ago I said something about it, so.
We're looking at it, trying to get it very pinpointed at, because we don't want to create a whole bunch of mess. We have to replace a whole bunch of driveways.
One last thing too, I think, shouldn't we by next meeting be able to have a resolution for the project that I presented to council as well? well. Is that possible?
It could be, yeah.
Okay. I know between vacations and being out and everything since I presented at the end of July, we've kind of been.
Yep. So come on in and talk to me about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? Good and welfare. Matt, that's a good and welfare. That's a good thing for the city of Benton and yourself for getting that certification. So, that's awesome. School starting. Watch out for the kids walking across the streets.
Boomtown.
Be careful, and Boomtown is this weekend, yes. 14-year-old drivers. And we got anything else? I'll take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by Riley. All those in favor?